folks, Rachana Ranade here, and I welcome you all to a very interesting video about silver, a video that you all have requested for. But when did you request this? In the last week, I had put up this video about gold, on whether you should have gold in your portfolio in 2026. What would be the price prediction for gold in 2026? This was a video that got a lot of love and great response from you all. But in the same video, in the comment section, I got a lot of comments which specifically requested me to make a separate video on silver. And as I always say, your wish is my command. And that's the reason why I thought I should do a separate video which should cover three important points. Number one, what were the returns for silver in the year 2025? Number two, what is driving the silver prices higher? And extremely important, what could be the price prediction for silver in the year 2026? The video is going to be really interesting, so keep on watching the video till the end. So now let's understand what were the returns in silver in the year 2025. And if you have seen my video on gold, there I told you that gold had given returns of somewhere around 60 to 70% in a year. And at that time, if you were like, what? Now after listening to silver returns, you'll be like, what? Okay, maybe it is too much, but yes, that is what actually that has happened. If you are looking at silver chart on MCX, it has given 144% year-to-date returns. That's massive, isn't it? Silver currently, as I shoot the video, it's trading at 2,15,419. It's at a super crazy level. Now, if I were to understand about silver dollars per ounce rate, that is currently trading around $69 per ounce, and that has also given a massive return of 137% on a year-to-date basis. So I'm sure everyone will be like, if silver has given around 140% returns in the past 1 year, and if I were to buy it right now, can it give another 140% returns in the next year? Answer is no. It will not happen that every single year it will keep on giving this massive returns. If I were to predict what could the prices look like in 2026, I need to understand two key triggers, which are these. Key trigger for demand and key trigger for supply. How does this stand for silver right now? That's exactly what we are going to understand in the next section of the video. Whenever prices of silver go up, people are happy, but whenever the prices of my courses go down, people are happier. And based on your requests, this is a year-end discount on our courses that I'm announcing right now. If you want to enroll for a single course, you get a flat 10% off. Don't forget to use this coupon code. And if you are enrolling for a combination of courses or combo courses, that's the coupon code that you can use to avail a 15% discount. Now, which course to enroll for is also a question which is very frequently asked. So for that, if you check our website, if you're a basic beginner, absolute beginner, and you want to start with absolute basics, mastering money management and mutual funds is the course for you. But if you want to learn about the magical world of stock market right from scratch, to if you want to go to the level of taking decisions on your own without asking anybody, you need to go ahead with basics of stock market, fundamental analysis, technical analysis, and decoding price action analysis as well. Once you do these 4 courses, you will be able to take trades confidently by yourself. Very important point is, apart from this knowledge, once you complete the courses, you'll also get a nice certificate that you have successfully completed my courses. Not only this, you will also get some additional perks that you can see on screen. You'll also get access to a Zoom meeting, a monthly Zoom meeting, where you get an opportunity to interact directly with me and ask whatever doubts you have about these courses. So looking forward to you all participating in our courses, upskilling yourself in the coming year. If you want to know more, don't forget to just drop a WhatsApp on this number, and you will find the link of our courses in the pinned comment and in the description box below. Now let's start with something absolute basic as to what could drive commodity prices higher. Let's start with basics. See, we have something like demand and supply, right? Whenever supply is more or less similar and demand increases, will the price rise? Answer is yes. First case. Second case, demand is more or less similar, supply is a restriction, or there is a lesser supply. In that case, will also prices rise up? Answer is yes. Okay. What can be the best case scenario? Demand is increasing and supply is also kind of decreasing. In that case, the prices can shoot up like anything. And if you remember, I have told you in the immediate previous section that silver prices have shot by almost like what, 140 plus percent as a year to date returns. Now let's first and foremost understand which countries are the ones which are like the highest silver producing countries in the world. And for that, I'm going to show you this article which will tell you not only which country is the highest producer, but how much silver do they produce every year. For that, have a look at this. Now, if you can see, Mexico, that remains as the world's leading silver producer, generating 6,300 metric tons. That is in 2024. This is the 2024 data. Okay. Now, if I go to the second largest country, it is China, but China is like half, producing 3,300 tons of silver in 2024. And if you see here, it's down slightly from 3,400. So if you remember, I told you that supply is also decreasing a little bit. That can also bring a boost in prices, correct? Now, if you see, Peru is the third largest with 3,100 metric tons in 2024. Okay, so right now you have understood that these are these three countries which are producing silver. Now we have to also understand that, okay, they are producing silver. Is there still a shortage in the supply? Answer is yes. As per the World Silver Survey in 2025, there was a deficit of approximately 117.6 million ounces in the year 2025. So very clearly there is a shortage in supply, there is a deficit in silver supply. A very logical question immediately comes to our mind is, if there is a shortage, why don't they mine more silver and just supply it? But that can't happen, because silver is typically a byproduct. Almost 72% of primary silver is produced as a byproduct or as a co-product of different metals, be it something like copper or gold or zinc or lead. So whenever you are wanting to have more silver, automatically these other metals, be it gold or lead or zinc, they will also be produced in more quantities. Then there'll be a demand supply mismatch in those metals. So it is a complex problem to solve. I hope you have understood this point as well, that silver is not directly mined. Major supply of silver comes as a co-product or a byproduct of other metals like gold, and zinc and lead and whatnot. Okay, now we have to understand one more, and of course copper as well, right? Now we have understood that yes, okay, there is a deficit in silver. Now there's one more big question as to where is the demand really coming from. Now let's try understand top 5 reasons of why demand for silver actually shot up in 2025, and is it just that it shot up in this year, or is it expected that the demand will continue in the coming years as well? Now the very first demand or the biggest demand for silver is coming from industrial usages. Now this is a biggest differentiator for silver if I were to compare it with gold, because for gold the demand does not primarily come from industrial usage, but for silver it does. Almost 59% of the global silver demand is because of the industrial purposes. Now where is silver used in different industries? Number one, I'll tell you the simple applications for that. Number one, if you're talking about solar panels, is silver required? Answer is yes. If I'm talking about AI related hardware, if it's about data centers, if it's about servers, if it's about semiconductors, if it's about the circuit boards, all these places silver is required. If I'm talking about something related to 5G technology, medical usages, chemical applications, a lot of places silver is required. And how can I not talk about EVs? In EVs also silver is required, and the requirement actually has shot up if I were to compare it with an ICE. So typically an ICE would require somewhere around 15 to 28 grams of silver, okay, for one car. And if I'm comparing that with a battery electric vehicle, that number goes up to 25 to 50 grams of silver per electric vehicle. Okay, so will the demand keep on rising ideally? Answer is yes. So I hope first point is clear. The demand is primarily coming from industrial usages. Number two, the demand is coming from central banks, not only of India but also of multiple countries. I'll give you two different examples. Number one is of Russia, where Russia has very clearly mentioned that they are going to earmark specific amount only for silver. So currently they have dollars in their portfolio, they also have gold in their portfolio, they do have silver in their portfolio, but they are planning to ramp it up in their portfolio. Second example is of Saudi Arabia's central bank, where they have very clearly mentioned that we are gaining more and more exposure in silver via silver ETFs. Now the big question is that if demand is coming even from central banks, why would retail individual investors like you and me, why would we not demand more and more of silver? And that is exactly what happened in 2025. In fact, in Q3, the demand shot up. I mean, by then, I can say by then the demand had shot up so much that if I were to compare AUMs of silver mutual funds and silver ETFs, Q3 FY26 as compared to Q3 FY25, the AUM had increased by almost 2x. Now, what happens typically? Please understand this. See, when there is more and more demand for mutual fund units for silver, let us say, I, as a mutual fund house, if I were to issue units of mutual fund, I would require physical silver with me as well. Now, the problem was that there was shortage of physical silver in the market, and that was the reason why different mutual fund houses, be it someone like Kotak or ICICI or SBI, they said we are temporarily stopping fresh inflows of, fresh inflows in silver mutual funds, because, as I said, physical silver was not available. Plus, they had also very clearly mentioned that the overall ETF prices were trading at significant premiums. So they had halted it for some time. Of course, things have come back to normalcy right now, and now the fresh inflows they have resumed it basically, right? So third point is clear. Fourth point is a normal point, which is about the increase in demand due to festivities. Q3 typically we have Diwali, Dasara, New Year right now, and of course, how can we not talk about the marriage season? So all these will pent up the demand for silver, and that is what happened as well. And the last point, again, everyone understands this, that whenever US interest rates drop, commodities like gold and silver become attractive, and that also increased the demand for silver. Now the big question is that, yes, we understand that it has an industrial application, we understand that central banks are buying, we understand retailers are buying, we understand that because of a dropping interest rate cycle the demand will continue. The big question is that, what could be the target price of silver in 2026? Before you get the answer of this in the next section, I would want you all to give me your guesses in the comment section below. I hope you have written your prediction for silver for 2026 in the comment section below. That is done. What would be the prediction as per few institutes? Here I would want to tell you, I checked out Motilal Oswal's report, I checked Axis Securities report. Both predict that silver prices could go up to 2,40,000 rupees per kg. Now, if I were to compare that with the current market price of silver, that would translate to somewhere around 12% return for silver. Okay. Now, if I were to understand what could be the target price as per technical analysis, you can see how the chart looks like on a monthly basis, on a monthly time frame. Here, for those who believe that, oh wow, silver has given such a massive rally, but wait, this was the price of silver back in April 2011, right? And that same price point we have gotten on a closing basis in the month of December 2025. So anyone who might have bought it here at this point, that person has seen a massive fall of almost 75% in their portfolio of silver, right? So beware of commodities like silver. Prices can, we have seen that in the past as well, prices have crashed as well. So any which ways, if you're buying silver or gold or mutual funds or stocks, always remember SIP is the way to go. Okay. Now, if I were to calculate what could be the target price, typically it's like a rounding bottom that we can see here in silver. If you've done my course on technical analysis, you know how to do this. The price, I would keep it here. So it would be around $85 roughly as a target price, correct? Now, $85 from the current price, how much would that translate to from here up to $85? That translates to roughly around 20% return. Okay, so I hope you have understood. As per technical analysis, around 20% return possible. As per these institutes, it could be around 12%, but you also know what is your target price. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found a lot of value in today's video as well. If you did, please don't forget to smash the like button. Please don't forget to share this video with your friends. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Jai Hind and bye-bye. You might have come across such advertisements on various social media platforms. Please note, all of these are fraudsters promising unbelievable returns through stock tips. I don't provide any calls or advisory services. I provide only educational content through my social media handles and through my website rachanaranade.com and rachanaranade.in.